It's Christmas Eve and day 5 of our countdown to Christmas, and I'm so excited because I finally get to share with you all the details of our grand prize and how you can win. I'm also going to be announcing the winner of yesterday's giveaway, which was those 2 tickets to our Christmas afternoon tea. And as it's Christmas Eve, I thought that I would share a few of my favorite ways to celebrate in style. I have a showstopper dessert that is super simple to make, but super fancy and is guaranteed to impress your guests. And I'm also going to share one of my favorite ways to serve celebration drinks. And don't forget to keep your eye open for our hidden golden nutcracker that is going to be hiding somewhere in today's video, because you will need all that final letter to go with the other 4 letters that you've been collecting all week to enter the grand prize later in the video when I explain to you how to do that. But first, let's go make something Christmassy that's sweet and delicious. It's Christmas Eve, and so I wanted to make something that was fit for a celebration. So I thought I would share my celebration wreath Pavlova recipe because it's so super simple. It looks amazing, and you don't have time to do it for Christmas, then think about doing it for New Year, because it would be a great centerpiece for your table and a great dessert. So we're going to start by actually just drawing out our wreath shape, and I've got simply a baking sheet with some parchment paper. I found this large, this is just another round baking sheet, because I want to actually draw my wreath on the parchment paper, because when we put the meringue on, I want to have, I missed that side. Let's just make sure you get the mark all the way around. Here we go. Okay, so we now have a large circle. Now we need a small circle in the middle. I'm just going to use one of my teacups saucers. So I'm going to put that in the middle of my circle here, and then go around it again. So this is going to give me my wreath shape. So you can see now, I'm going to use that as my template for my meringue. So now we've got our template ready. All we need to do now is make our fluffy meringue. So this is quite simple. All we're going to need is 6 egg whites. So I'm just gonna take the whites out, split out the yolks for 6 eggs. So let's get these egg whites whisked up so that they're stiff and glossy. So now my egg whites are nice and light. I've got my sugar, and I'm just going to gradually add a little bit at a time. Don't add it all at once, and then whisk it, and then it will become really super smooth and thick and creamy. So it's now nice and thick and creamy. It's all whipped up. And the final step that I always put in my meringue for Pavlova is a teaspoon of cornstarch and a teaspoon of white wine vinegar. And I find that it really helps with making that center nice and gooey. So you get this lovely crispy outside to the meringue, but the inside stays nice and gooey. So I just take the corn flour and the white wine vinegar. I'm just going to mix those together to make kind of a paste. And then I'm going to stir it into our meringue, just making sure that we don't lose too much of the air. So we're going to fold it in. So now we're going to create our wreath with our meringue. So we're going to place it into our wreath shape. I'm going to use a knife to just shape it so it looks like the shape of a wreath. And then once I have it all on in my shape, I'm just going to make kind of a trench around the middle a little bit of the wreath so that we have some space to put our fruit and cream. So it kind of sits in. Once this is cooked, it'll have this space for all the goodies to be put in once it's all ready to go. Okay, so we are now ready to put this in the oven. So this is now ready to go in the oven. It's going to go in for about an hour and 15 minutes. We want it to still look white, but just a little bit of color on it. And that will mean that the outside's nice and crispy and the inside stays nice and gooey and soft. You can definitely leave it in there for the hour and then just turn the oven off and then leave it to dry and to cool in the oven. I often do that. You can even do it overnight. It's a good way for it just to cool out. But let's get this in and then we can start making all the goodies that are going to go inside the wreath. I've made pavlova so many times, but this one today, as it's a Christmas theme, I recently saw a recipe by Mary Berry and she used Kranakin as her inspiration and added some rolled oats that she toasted in some brown sugar into the cream and the fruit, which I thought might be a really nice addition and give it a little bit of a crunch. So let's get these rolled oats nice and golden and ready to add into our mixture. So I've added a little bit of butter. It is almost now melted. And once this butter is melted, I'm going to add, make sure my heat is not too high. I'm going to add my oats and my sugar. And we're going to coat them in the butter and get them all nice and golden brown. The rolled oats are now all toasted in the brown sugar and they smell delicious. So I'm just going to let them cool and I'm going to start whipping my cream. My cream is all now thick and yummy. I'm going to add half of my raspberries in because we're going to use the rest on the top of our wreath. And I've also got some blueberries, which I'm also going to add in, a few into the cream, and then again the rest will go onto the top with the raspberries. Our oats are now all cool, so I'm going to add those to our cream mixture. And we're ready to put this on top of our meringue wreath. I always love to serve my drinks at any celebration in something a little bit unique. And if you've been following me for a while, you'll know how much I love teacups. And so as it's Christmas Eve, I thought that I would serve some my non-alcoholic rosé sparkling in a teacup. And these are 3 of my favorite teacups. These are ones that you'll never see out at any of our afternoon teas. We have hundreds of teacups, but these ones I keep in my cabinet because they're my absolute favorites. As you can see, they have a slight pink theme, but I just love them. I've got the 3 and they're similar, but they're all a little bit different. You can see the patterns and the very, very vintage looking. This one's a little bit more pink. And it's actually got the, you can see the rose inside here, which is kind of pretty. But these ones, like I say, I have these kept away and I bring them out for special occasions like Christmas Eve. But do you have a favorite glass or teacup or mug or something that you serve your drinks in? I'd love to hear. You can comment below and let me know, send me a picture, because I always love quirky ideas. And if you have one that you use, I would love to hear about it. But As it's Christmas Eve and we're celebrating, we might as well celebrate in style. This is the really fun part because this is all about making it look pretty. So I'm just gonna spoon my cream mixture around my wreath. And you'll see that some of my raspberries, the colors kind of bled into the cream, but I actually kind of like that. It kind of gives it that kind of festive look with the slightly pink or red color. With the toasted oats in there as well, it's going to give it a nice kind of crisp. So let's add some more of our raspberries. Got some more blueberries. So you can really go to town with the fruit on the top because you could make it as, add in as many different fruits as you like. I've also got some pomegranate here, which kind of makes it almost look like there's jewels, which I thought would be a nice addition. And my final touch is a little bit of rosemary, just to give it that Christmas wreath look. So with a little dusting of icing sugar, there we have it, our Christmas wreath, which I think would look fabulous on your Christmas or New Year table, and all your guests will enjoy. So as I enjoy a little sparkle in my teacup, let's find out who won our day 4 giveaway. And we were giving away 2 tickets to our Christmas afternoon tea, and I can reveal that the winner is Kathy Chapman. Congratulations, Kathy. You have won 2 tickets to our Christmas afternoon tea. I will be in touch to get the tickets to you. And now comes the really exciting part, because we are going to be giving away our biggest prize so far on our countdown to Christmas, because our grand prize this week is 2 tickets to our Downton Abbey New Year's Eve ball. Now this is our first New Year's Eve event, and we are going all out. We are going to have a stylish jazz cocktail, we're going to have live music and dancing, we're going to have a sumptuous dinner, we're going to have Downton Abbey games, trivia, and much, much more. And we would love to see you there. So we are giving away 2 tickets to our Downton Abbey event, and the big question is, well, how do I enter? Well, over the last 5 days, you've been collecting the letters that the hidden golden nutcracker has been holding. So all you have to do now is rearrange the letters into a word and post that word below this video in the comments, and I will enter you into our big grand prize draw. Now, make sure you're also subscribed to our YouTube channel, The Ladies with Manor Diaries, because those are the 2 things that you need to have to enter. So number 1, subscribe to our YouTube channel, The Ladies with Manor Diaries. Number 2, rearrange all those letters that you've been collecting into a word and post the letter below, and I will enter you in. And we are going to be announcing the winner of our big grand prize on Boxing Day. We're going to have tomorrow off on Boxing Day, and I will be posting it on both our Facebook and our Instagram post, and I will also contact the winner as well. So good luck. We are really, really excited about all the events next year. We have so many fun things going on here at the Manor, as well as obviously our Christmas market, our summer market, but the Downton Abbey New Year's Eve ball, I am really excited. I've got so many ideas. It's going to be such an amazing evening. Like I say, we are going all out, and we'd love for you to be there. But I want to take this opportunity to say thank you so much for joining me over the last 5 days. It has been so fun. I hope you've enjoyed it as much as I have. And from myself, from Stephen, from Hendrix, who's under the blanket here, and Jackson, who's behind me, we want to wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And we look forward to welcoming you to the Manor in 2024.